At the North Carolina State Capitol, where the Senate has passed their $32 billion budget proposal, this is the first major step in what could be months of negotiations before a final two-year budget. Right now, it includes $700 million more for Helene relief, $1.1 billion in savings for future natural disasters, and aggressive tax cuts that would eventually let the income tax rate fall to less than 3% in 2028. It also includes a job cut structure, similar to the Federal Department of Government Efficiency. WCNC Charlotte's Julie Kay breaks down what jobs are at stake and how this differs from DOGE.
Job cuts at the federal level being felt all the way from the top down. Protests erupted across the country this week, including in Charlotte, over President Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, cutting jobs the administration sees as wasteful.
Staff depletions are already causing problems. We have longer wait times. Nobody can get through on the phone. We have slower claims processing.
But at the North Carolina State Capitol, Senate Republicans passing a budget with a similar model called the DAVE Act, or the Division of Accountability, Value, and Efficiency. It would cut hundreds of vacant positions.
Looks like 785 and a half, which leaves remaining vacant positions of 22,144.
It also fully abolishes filled positions with agencies, like the Office of Historically Underutilized Businesses, which helps women and minority-owned businesses. It also cuts the Innocence Inquiry Commission, which investigates prison inmates' claims that they were wrongly convicted.
Looking at their efficiency and what they were doing, and looking at other agencies, they could do that at no expense to the state. That's why we chose that cut within that agency.
Going forward, it would create a DOGE-style review process, but there are some key differences. State leaders have said this plan would be more limited. Any future cuts would have to be approved by the state legislature, not just one person, though the state auditor would lead it. However, this budget and its cuts still have to get through the House. Though it's also Republican-led, they've not always seen eye to eye on budgets. And with more federal cuts potentially on the way.
There are a lot of rumors out there that give me great concern with how Congress may change the funding formulas for those type of things, but there is absolutely no proposals on the table in front of Congress.
DOGE at the state level still has a long road ahead. Julie Kay, WCNC Charlotte.